It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go!
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
All right, we're now joined in the interview room by tonight's third-place finisher, driver of the number 11 FedEx Ground Toyota, Denny Hamlin. Denny, tell us about your run.
We had a good run. It's definitely what we needed. We needed to come out of here with a top 5 finish and beat the guys that we were racing in the points. So, it's definitely this is a good finish for us. We had a top 5 car really from the get-go, and it's pretty rare you can have a car that is consistent from the day to the night. So it was a good run for us. It's what we needed, and we're not locked in, but we're definitely getting closer.
We'll now open it up to questions from the media. Please state your name and affiliation. Questions for Denny? Go to Dustin.
Dustin Long, Landmark Newspapers. Denny, with Jimmy winning, certainly this has been a year of Kyle and Carl, and Jimmy's third in the victory total. Those three guys have combined for about 70% of the wins. Is it surprising that you see such domination by only a few guys, or is that just because of this car and most people can't figure it out?
It's definitely the race car. This race car puts you in such a tight box of what you can work on. You basically run the same setup everywhere you go. So when a guy gets an advantage like the 99 and 18 have, and now the 48's definitely caught up, that it just makes it that more magnified when we come to a big racetrack like that of how good their car is. Yeah, there is. Simply because in the chase you've got a lot of short tracks. You got the super speedway. There's plenty of racetracks where you can make up ground on those guys, but obviously the way they're running right now, it's if you don't finish in the top 3 every week, you're not going to win the championship. So they've got to put 10 solid weeks together, and we have to do the same if we make it.
We're now also joined by tonight's second-place finisher, driver the number 16 3M Ford, Greg Biffle. Greg, tell us about your run.
Well, it was a great night for us. I mean, this is the best night we've had probably, I'd have to say, all season besides Darlington as far as car wise goes. The car was really, really good. Drove excellent. Pit stops. Man, I don't even know what to say. I beat everybody out every time. I just have never had that happen before. And they've been working on the pit crew and shifting guys around, and it was pretty spectacular tonight. I hope that we can continue that in the chase. But just real happy to get myself a spot in the chase this year. And just 48 was just a little bit faster than we were. I should have moved up top earlier and tried to perfect that line a little bit better. I don't usually run that line, but I went up there at the end of the race and started running him down, and then almost crashed coming off turn 2, and so I had to go back to the bottom, and then got greedy and tried it again, and almost made another mistake. So I just decided to just get back to the bottom and finish out the night. But wish we could have been a little bit faster. They're just beating us. He's beating me in 3 and 4 mostly. I think everybody's beating me down there just a little bit.
We'll now resume the questions. Again, state your name and affiliation. Questions. Go with AJ. Hold on, AJ.
AJ Perez, USA Today. Greg, going from May in Darlington to now, what a transformation your team has made. Second place tonight, so looking for the first victory. But talk a little bit about how far the team's come in the last few months. Yeah,
they've done a tremendous job. We've gotten way better as an organization, as a team. The 16 has, and thanks to Robbie Reiser, we they made a commitment at the beginning of the year to shift some guys around the teams that were going to be in the chase and put our best teams together that we can, and that's what they've done, and it's made an unbelievable difference. Man, I couldn't even imagine it being at someplace where Richmond or Martinsville or someplace like that where beating 1 or 2 cars out each time you pit, and you pit 12, 15 times, how that could be, So I'm real excited about it.
We'll go up to the press box for a question.
They're thinking.
Not there.
Owen, do you have a question up there?
Everybody's on vacation.
That's right. They thought it was next year. We got this week off.
The question, sorry, we've got a little technical difficulty. Owen, the question is for Denny. How much more comfortable do you feel now about getting into the chase?
Well, a lot more comfortable, but I think it's 90 points up on those guys. It's still not comfortable. Anything can happen at Richmond. We led every lap. It seemed like there in the spring and ended up finishing 28th or something. So you never know what can happen. I wish I had probably a 130-point lead. That way, you pretty much lock yourself in when you got a buffer like that. But nothing says that bad luck can't strike, and if they do, those guys are ready to pounce because they're running good. They're running top 15 each week. So I'm definitely comfortable, though. I think on track performance we should be fine, and just as long as we run a good conservative race, we'll have our spot again.
Further questions here? Go back over to Dustin.
Greg, with your performance, is there a level of frustration you're not able to catch the 48, or just the team's growth enough to override that?
It's frustrating, no matter who or when you get beat. Inside we're so competitive. We want to win, and my guys have done such a great job on pit road. It was kind of a little bit of extra adrenaline, but I could not. I drove as hard as I've driven in a long time, and I was just on the edge, and I was running him down. I got within probably 10 car lengths of him, and was catching him, 2/10 a lap, and he would get better as the run went anyway. I just thought maybe if I got close enough, I could make him start thinking about what's behind him, and he was, because he went to the top and I caught him a bunch, and then he went back to the bottom, which he wasn't as good at on a long run. So he was protecting his spot, and that's what I needed him to do, is switch up his what he was trying to do. And I hadn't run up top down there, and I did the one lap, and I got a great run, and I was right in the right spot. The car gets in those grooves, and it'll jerk the front end, or it's kind of sliding the nose, and then it turns and it gets loose, and you got to come out of the gas. But I got a perfect run off the corner, and caught him a bunch, and then the next time I just didn't have that top perfected. It makes me frustrated that I didn't go up there earlier in the race when it didn't matter, and work on where to run, so that maybe I could have put some more pressure on him. But he's beating me still bad down here, or beating me by a car or two every time. I could gain 3 here and lose 2, gain 3 and lose 2. So I didn't know that I was going to be able to do anything when I got there.
Additional questions? Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks.
Congratulations.